friends, it's me, Anik, your favorite wellness executive coach, nutritionist, and trainer from the Caribbean. Today I want to chat a little bit with you while I drink my tea. I'm also hydrating, so if you want to chat a little bit about wellness, grab a drink of water or tea and come and join me. Hydrating feels so good. The best tip that I have for a lot of my clients is to start the day with water, and it really creates a really good energy for your day every single morning. I'm in my 4th week of being sober this week, so I wanted to share with you some of the struggles of, I know a lot of you who come here have wellness goals, whether it's to end your sugar addiction or to have a better relationship with food. Some of you even want to have better relationships with alcohol, like I have been practicing as well. And I also want to talk to you about the variety of different flours that we use in our day-to-day lives, baking, cooking, because there's a lot of confusion around, what flours to buy, especially as we are progressing towards all of these healthy and alternative options when it comes to gluten-free or the almond flour or the coconut flour. So just to start with regards to my sober journey, I'm approaching week 4 of 5. For those of you who don't know, I set a personal wellness goal to commit to being completely sober for 5 weeks. And from the Caribbean, I don't know if you know, if you've come here, you've drank your rum and your cocktails on the beach, and they say that drinking is like a sport in the Caribbean, and people do it every few times a week. It's normal. It's normal around the world, to be honest, but when you have wellness goals, it could be something that has been holding you back from elevating in your life. So I wanted to do a little investigation, and I have a history of binge drinking, and in society we kind of have been trained through marketing to all have some sort of binge behavior. I'm reading this book now as well called Belong. I met the author in Burning Man a few years ago, and I knew that I had to get the book, and she does talk a little bit about the fact that our society has been trained to have like binging habits. So investigating a lot of reading material while I'm on this sober journey is keeping me focused, and it's also pushing me outside my comfort zone to really explore what are my options when it comes to socializing, because I've been dependent on having a drink in my life since I would say 15 years old, and that is young, but it's the Caribbean and we are quite relaxed here, and it's normal in that regard for some people, I guess. Not everybody, but I was one of those ones, and you might be as well, and you might be interested. That's why you're here, and we might have a lot more in common than you think. So yeah, you could imagine me. I was like a total party girl, and total raver. I still am, like a lot of fun to go out with and a lot of partying, but this challenge was my goal to say, hey, I want to have a good relationship with alcohol, and if I want to have 1 drink or 2, how do I do that? Because to me it was like another bottle, like let's just keep partying all night long, which is great and I'm not against it, but to me I felt like it was something holding me back from healthy relationships with my friends, my family, my partner, significant others in the past. Also with regards to my focus, productivity, energy, showing up, integrity. So to me this was something that I felt internally that I wanted to commit to. And some of my friends like, just have a drink, like it's totally cool, no one's gonna know, and it's really not about anybody else. It's a personal choice, and I'm very excited to say that this commitment to myself has really helped me to elevate and see life in a completely different perspective, and I will never look back, and it's something that I would like to continue to a certain extent. I'm still deciding what I want my full relationship with alcohol to be like, and how many drinks do I want to have, like on a monthly basis or a yearly or different events and so forth. Still figuring that out. So some of my struggles have been that socially I am kind of becoming a sugar addict, which is not good, because then it makes me want to investigate. If you give up certain things that you're addicted to or you might binge on, does it mean for humans that we naturally are going to rely on something else or another substance? Because yes, sugar, when tested with rats, is more addictive than cocaine. It's in so many of the food product systems. And if you're a person who is sober and sugar-free and lean and healthy and active, leave a comment and let me know some of your tips and tricks, because I am so curious to know those details. I do believe in having a healthy relationship with sugar. Same way with alcohol, you take it out for a while and then you can have a little bit here and there and you stay within an allowance. So that's an interesting thing for me that I was able to do with sugar and stay within my allowance and have that healthy relationship with sugar, because I was a sugar addict. If you've seen any of my previous videos, I was a sugar addict growing up as well, and it was naughty, very naughty. Yeah, like my things were, oh my god, like candy galore, like any sour candy, like that was definitely my go-to. Sugar, maple syrup all over my pancake, sugar in my tea. Oh my gosh, it's insane how much of a sugar addict I was. And human beings are so much like little addicts, like in so many ways. We're all like addicted to something. So this journey has really shown like so much light on human behaviors and patterns, and it's really been an interesting journey for me, and I am so excited to share it with you because it's freaking transformative. Pause for cause. Hydration is definitely still my focus as always, no matter if I'm sober or not. However, it is reminding me that there are fun ways to socialize. So this has been more of a breakthrough than a struggle, I would say, than the struggle so far has been the sugar addiction. I would say it's not really that hard to be sober and socialize and have a good time once you feel grounded in yourself and you've set up your day in the sense that if you need to journal or read or exercise or do whatever you need to do for you, then you just hang out with your friends and it's cool, right? Because at the end of the day, it's getting to know yourself and feeling confident in yourself, and you're more in tune to say, what, this social environment serves me, this is interesting, or that social environment does not serve me, I want to leave now. Because sometimes we drink to make the situation more fun, right? Because we're actually really freaking bored. Yeah, tell me about it. Because sometimes we're bored, right? And we're like, oh, let's drink to have a good time. It's like, well, yeah, the DJ actually sucks and I want to go home, the music's not great. Or the normal thing to do would be, oh yeah, the music's not great, so I'm going to drink to make it more interesting. Or this social situation is toxic and it's boring and everybody's gossiping and I'm bored, I could drink and have fun. Or I could go the freak home and get an early night. You know what I mean? So it does make life interesting in that regard to bring about that awareness, if that makes sense. For those of you who don't know me and you're wondering about my accent, it's that I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from Trinidad with a French background. So I'm like a French Trini and I studied in the UK. So just FYI, you're like, what is this chick talking about? Like, where's her accent from? It's usually a question I get asked all the time. Anyways, so that's kind of some of my struggles and realizations through this sober journey. Now, mind you, when I do decide to have my next drink, I'm going to be in Grenada on a girls' trip for one of my besties' weddings. So that's, to me, the perfect time to break it and be with my girls and really see how far I've come, because these have been my drinking buddies for years. They all live in Trinidad and I live in Barbados, and I'm definitely curious to see how internally strong or still will be struggling I will become. And it's similar if you've ever done a detox where you've cut out sugar before, or you've done a different diet where you've done either low carb or vegan, or just cut junk food out your life, and then you kind of have a little taste and you see like, okay, yes, I can have a little taste from time to time, and it's my balance, my 80-20. Or sometimes you're like, oh, I can't do it and it's a full-on splurge. I'm not saying I'm going to be perfect in the future. I have no idea how this is really going to impact, but I do have high hopes that the same way that I was able to find that balance with sugar and be able to have a little treat here and there and stay within my allowance, which is something I teach my clients, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be that rigid and super strict where you can't have fun and enjoy life. But definitely having like that 80-20 or 90-10 is a nice balance where you're mostly in control and on top of things, and you give yourself a little leeway to relax and have fun in a way that's not as structured, if that makes sense. So, it's a lot to digest, hey. Sometimes I just like to take a little breather, move around a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example of what I had for breakfast today. So I had a plain soy yogurt with dark chocolate, which was so freaking good. And I put some of my monk fruit extract sweetener to sweeten it up a little bit. And I also had a really good almond milk latte, and it was sweetened, to be honest, because I am finding comfort in sugar. I know it's so naughty, but it's still within my daily sugar allowance, and I don't feel guilty, and I do not regret it at all. So I will say that my weight has shifted a little bit, but I feel happy and I feel good about it, in the sense that, you know, I have put on some muscle. My booty's got quite big because I've been working out really regularly. I'm still pretty lean and like healthy and fit, so I don't feel that it's an issue. But I'm noticing that when I personally drink, I eat less. So with being sober, if it's something that I want to continue, I'm just gonna have to be more mindful of my sugar and my portions, which is something I teach anyway. But being out of my comfort zone and, you know, figuring out what is this whole journey of being sober and substance free about, the sugar has definitely been something that I kind of had as like a comfort for certain, yeah. I will say that. I've been doing a lot of meditation and yoga and working out, and I know how to lose like 10 pounds really quickly. So if I feel uncomfortable in my body at a certain time, I will. I also had a banana in my breakfast, by the way, because usually I don't eat that many fruits. I do also love eating for my hormones and my cycle, and I have a course coming up which I'm super excited for, called Lunar Glow, which is launching in the summer. It's a 3-month course for women to eat for their cycles and to optimize how their menstrual cycle goes and their energy and cravings and moods. And to me, it's revolutionary and blow mind. It's one of my favorite courses. It's how I personally love to eat. So I'm not like strict vegan, I'm not strict in like keto. However, I do bounce between these lifestyles, prioritizing whole foods for sure, which is something I recommend for everybody. All right, so enough about me. I want to give you some value here today. So I want to talk about flowers, because some of my clients have been super confused about the different flowers that are becoming available and health and weight loss. So let's dive into that. Top flowers that people are purchasing right now include cassava flour. There's like pancake mixes. In the Caribbean, you'll see breadfruit flour, which is pretty awesome. Cooking wise, it's a bit tricky to work with. Then we have lentil flour, chickpea flour. I think there's even now like cauliflower flour. Like there's so many things coming out. There's almond flour. There is oat flour, there's rice flour, and then there's the normal wheat flour, whole wheat flour, and different organic choices. With that being said, which one is best for you? It's a great question, right? So when you think about wanting to choose a flour, it's really going to be conducive to what you like, what is it being used for. You might even want to have a selection of these natural flours. Point blank, white flour is very high on the glycemic index, which means it converts to sugar very quickly. It doesn't have much nutritional value. So that's kind of one thing I do recommend for a lot of my clients to avoid because of how it's processed. There's pesticides. Wheat flour I do not personally recommend to anybody because of the inflammation that it causes in so many people. if you test your allergies and your energy and like everything works out for you and your unique body says go for it, it's great for you, and you know it works for you, that's totally cool. I don't recommend wheat flour or white flour to anybody. Cassava flour is a great one. There's a great cassava flour pancake mix here in Barbados. Carmetta's is the brand. I'm not paid to say that, I just really like it, and it's a way to be healthy. It's gluten-free, kid-friendly. Like a lot of my clients' kids really enjoy it, and it's a good weekend flour to have around. Coconut flour is nice if you want to do like a coconut flour shrimp or fried chicken. A lot of my clients have air fryers, and so I recommend doing like just a gluten-free all-purpose, which is usually something with like chickpeas and rice flour in a mix. But like Bob's Red Mills, for example, has a really good one where you can just season up your chicken, toss it in the flour, and you know, fry it like normal. I love making fried fish. Like once or twice a month I would go to the fish market, and I highly recommend it. I should take you one time actually on a little fish adventure, see how I do my fish, fry it up really good, using I like to fry in olive oil, but you know, you can use grapeseed oil, you can use coconut oil. There are different oils you can use depending on, you know, what you like. Avocado oil. Then we want to consider that when making you know, baking goods, like some of you like to bake, some of you are on keto, some of you are on low carb, some of you are vegan. So almond flour is good. It just depends on your goals, but these are more nutritious than the white flour, because at least with almond flour, for example, you get some healthy omega fats in there and fiber. And what we know as wellness professionals is that fiber is one of the major ingredients and nutrients. It's an essential nutrient, yes, that helps with weight management and reducing cardiovascular disease, because it really helps clear out any arterial plaque buildup in the arteries. Fiber, right? So you'll find fiber in nuts and seeds, fruits, vegetables, plants, anything that grows from the earth. You will find a great source of fiber there, and that is what's necessary to improve your blood pressure, your blood sugar, overall circulation, your digestion. You know, especially if you suffer from things like constipation, you really want to prioritize the fiber. And you will see in a lot of products that are being marketed that it's like fiber one and like eat more fiber. And yes, some of these commercial products are good for their fiber, but at the end of the day, you can get them from some of these whole grains and seeds and nuts and flours. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking to share with you. I hope that's helpful, because sometimes it can be so confusing, and the last thing that I want for you is to be confused about what flour to buy. So at the end of the day, avoid the rice flour is good too. It just depends again what you're making. If you're baking, or if you're just using it as a batter mix for something fried, which if you're frying as well, you could batter and bake to get that nice crisp if you don't have an air fryer. And yeah, I just want to show you where I am in the Caribbean. I'm in Barbados. It's a beautiful day today. So just take a little walk around, mix it up a bit. Hello, sunshine. You can see this little doggy here. Hello. Yay. Okay, I'm back. All right, so that's just a little bit about my sober journey, week 4 of 5. I'm definitely gonna keep checking in on a weekly basis, because I'm enjoying hanging out with you so much, drinking my tea, sipping on water, helping you out with your goals. If you have any questions about topics you want me to chat about, leave a comment. Totally happy to make that a priority, so that if you're here and you're gonna show up and hang out with me, I may as well be able to help you even better, right? If you haven't subscribed yet, click the button, share it with a friend, and I hope that I'm inspiring you to give up if you have been struggling with something you've been dependent on, whether it's sugar, alcohol, or just a toxic habit that you're not proud of, or you generally just want to change. I just want you to know that it's not easy making these changes, and as a coach, because I am, again, like an executive wellness coach, a nutritionist, and a trainer, I love showing up for my clients and helping them stay accountable and focused and achieving their goals, whether it's the breaking of habits that are no longer serving them or not bringing joy, or creating habits that bring more joy and excitement into their lives. And whether that also includes reaching health, fitness, and wellness goals. So with that being said, I do have my favorite course launching this week. It's an online group coaching course, and my group courses are so epic in the sense that it provides a supportive, non-judgmental setting to help you break habits that are no longer serving you and build stronger foundations. This course is specifically a style of keto, but it's not as strict and it's not as dirty. It's a lot cleaner, it's a lot more balanced, and with someone actually teaching you how to create healthy habits in your life, it doesn't come across like a crash diet, and you will see that you have more sustainable lifestyle improvements that continue with you even after you've completed the course. I highly recommend it. Everyone in the group has had such a great time and really great results. I wouldn't be showing up to try to help you and to suggest that this is a course for you if I didn't think that it would be valuable to your life, especially if you have goals. It's completely online, and I'm in there with you like this on a week-to-week basis, whether we're chatting, whether I'm coaching you, or even demoing a live meal prep session. This is the last time that I'm running this specific course for a few months, because I want to switch over to my hormone balancing 3-month course in the summer, and then I'll go into my plant-based course after that. So this is pretty much one of the last ones that you will be able to sign up for if this is something that you wanted to do, whether it's kick a sugar habit, say goodbye to any toxic habits or cycles in your life, and again have the community and the space to give you the strength to stay focused. Again, I'm not saying you're going to be perfect for the 100% in this whole change of lifestyle. However, I will tell you that you will notice significant changes in your life. Most of the clients lost between 8 to 12 pounds. The guys lost like 10 to 17 pounds in the 6 weeks that I did earlier this year, and the results are phenomenal, honestly. Like they really are. You have more energy, so it's really great if you're an entrepreneur or you're a lawyer or you're an executive where you don't want to spend too much time eating, but you want to have quick, efficient meals that provide you with energy and provide you with the results that you want to have and the motivation to show up to train as well. So you'll notice, like if you have a lot of cellulite in your body, you'll notice with the training and the eating that it pretty much goes, I wouldn't say goes away completely in 6 weeks, but you'll see a massive transformation in it being significantly reduced. Whether you have cellulite on your stomach or your arms or your legs, you will see a complete shift in the tone of your body. Keep it up for 3 to 4 months and you'll see an even bigger transformation. And so those are some of the results that you can expect to see, along with some epic freaking habits in your life. So yeah, I'm enjoying my last week of eating my carbs, all healthy carbs. Like I'm not gonna go into, when I'm not doing these courses, I do like to do like my plant-based carbs, and again, I eat for my hormones most of the time, but when I do Lunar Glow, and this is one of my other courses, or my fat burn flexitarian approach, which is a mix of vegan nutrition and different plant-based techniques. This one that I have now is toned in 30, which is pretty low in carbs to really reduce the inflammation and really boost up all the healthy fats and improve digestion and skin tone. So if you have any conditions that have been bothering you for a while, inflammation you want to get rid of, motivation to work out and start new healthy habits, recipes that you want to try and that you haven't been confident with regards to your weight loss or your weight management or your health, wellness, this could be the perfect course for you and the perfect time for you to start, because it's before Easter. You'll have tips to help you stay focused during Easter, because I provide so many resources that you can still indulge but have results, and I'm all about that balance. If you know me, like I said, I like to have a healthy relationship to food, drinks, and that's kind of why I do these challenges with myself. And not only so that I can understand the struggles that you face as my client, but so that I can also provide as much compassion and understanding and value as possible, because I would have done something similar. And I do teach a lot from experience as well as from the education that I have been able to top up over the past few years. Well, I have been in the industry for like 6 years. Practicing with a lot of successful client testimonials, which you can read up on my website. And who doesn't want to live a better life, because at the end of the day, you want to feel good, healthy, and confident in your body. And I totally get it, because that's kind of like how I like to feel too. So I want to help you feel that way, because it makes a significant impact in your life in so many other ways. So I want to let you know you're worth it. Sign up, take care of yourself, especially at this time. Like, we want to boost your immune system, provide your body with the fuel that is necessary to, stay focused, healthy, strong, and serve better in your work, show up better for your family, your friends, and overall live a great quality of life. So send me a message to sign up today. The deadline is tomorrow. So I'm not taking any more clients from tomorrow, Tuesday. So sign up today and experience the life-changing event of a lifetime. Again, now is the perfect time to focus on your wellness goals. Whether you are busy in your career or not, traveling or not, this course is completely online. You show up once a week and I am there with you, coaching you. You can't even make it to the call. You get the whole recording sent to you anyway. And the results are epic. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So have a great day. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click the button, share this video with a friend. And I hope to inspire you again sometime soon. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me, and I really appreciate you. Have a great day. Bye.